So as you can see here, we've already set up box number 6. This is riser tower number 4, 5, and 6, and we'll just use this as an example. As you can see, we have an open space right here as well as right here. You also have 2 open spaces on the other end as well. We use these open spaces because we want you to place the earring racks here, and I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a sec. So now I'm going to show you what's inside box number 6. So as you can see over here, we have set up our box number 6 here, or the contents of box number 6 on the tables here. Within box number 6, you're going to receive a wine stopper rack, and you're going to receive also a bag full of the wine stoppers themselves. So this is what they look like, and just something I wanted to point out to you, because I don't know if you can see it on the video there, but we actually have a piece of Scotch tape that goes right here. I'm just going to open up one and give you an example to where to set it. So as you can see, you just unwrap it like so, and you're going to set it right here, and you're going to put them right here. Also within box number 6, you're going to receive 3x3 boxes with heart-shaped pendants inside. What I suggest is you just open up the lid like so, and you take this and you just go like this, and then these are going to just kind of be spread around this area. Now the reason I do this is because you're going to have a lot of members who are going to come over to the booth, and they're going to want to pick it up. They're going to want to touch it, and that's a good thing. We want that to happen. So this kind of just saves them the time and the trouble to do so. So you're doing it for them. So just set them out right there. They're kind of going to be spread all along this area. So next, I'm going to show you our pendant board, and this is typically how it's going to be received in your box. You're going to want to just take whatever opening tool you have. I have a razor here. You're going to want to open it up like so. And as you can see, there's a bag. These are all your pendants, and then there's the board. Also, I want to show you that there's also a little bag back here. And what this bag is for is when you empty these pendants, or when you place the pendant, take them out of the little bags in here and set them on here, you're going to take those empty bags and you're going to set them right in here. Now the reason you do that is because you want to save those bags for when you do a tear down, so you can take those pendants and then take an empty bag and place them back in there. So it also has these 2 little legs here, and that's going to help it stand up. And then I'm just going to take a pendant out here and kind of show you a quick example. So this is what they look like. And you're going to put it right on here. And then remember, you're going to take that empty bag and you're going to put it right in there. And then this pendant board is going to go right here. Simple as that. So you're also going to receive in this box candy dishes, and you're going to receive heart ornaments too. Now as you can see, they're wrapped up in bubble wrap, and that's of course to protect them. So remember how they're wrapped up, because you're also going to be rewrapping them when you do a tear down as well. So what you do is just take them out like this. Oh, something I also wanted to note and point out before is how it's wrapped. You have one inside and then you have the other piece outside like that. And the reason for doing that is because you don't want these 2 pieces to be wrapped together like that because of the vibrations. When shipping, these boxes are getting handled, and you never know. Vibrations can like shatter them, or they can break somehow. So that's something that I wanted to point out to you guys when you wrap them up and unwrap them as well. So I have this candy dish unwrapped. You're just going to set it right over here. Put it together. Now there's going to be a little bit more room here, and that's where you can set your ornaments and the rest of your candy dishes as well. Here, I'll unwrap an ornament for you too as well. Just do this. And you set them in just like that, like so. And then finally, we have our earring rack. And it's going to be wrapped in bubble wrap here. And I don't know if you can see in the camera, but there's also a rubber band right here. There's a rubber band right here. And then there's a rubber band right here. So, you know, our objective here is not, of course, get this damaged, and that's why we wrap it so well. And also, and this will happen, and that's okay, but there's earrings that are already pre-placed on the rack, and they will fall off during shipping. And like I said, that's okay. Just, you know, when you unwrap it, just place them right back on there. So I'm going to take this off for you guys. So now we're going to take this earring rack and we're going to set it right over here. As you can see here, we've completed box number 6. These are all the contents that were inside box number 6, and we've placed them on our table. This is pretty much going to be your Millefiori and Murano glass section here, and you can see that we've placed out our wine stopper, pendant board. We also have placed out our heart ornaments and our 3x3 boxes, which are located around this area. Something that is not shown is the excess packaging material that we used or that we unwrapped to create this. What we've done is taken that excess packaging material and placed it back inside the box within its compartment. Now that's something to really key to point out, is that we place it back in its compartment, because when it comes down to tear down, we're going to use this stuff for the specific riser section. Another thing that I wanted to point out was we've also have an extra bag here. In this bag, you want to place all the extra rubber bands that you've unwrapped. For instance, the earring board that we used earlier. That's where we placed the rubber bands into. So right here we have box number 7, and within box number 7 we have riser tower 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to see an open section right here, and the reason for this is where your acrylic sign is going to go. One of them, at least, is going to be placed right here. We also have another area designated for another acrylic sign that's going to be placed right here. Something that we wanted to point out as well is you're going to have a little Swarovski Elements sign, and this is the spot that we have designated for that area as well. And if we go over here, you'll notice that we have 2 T-bars, and these are for our Milan bracelets. And this is our Milan section, of course, as well. Right here we have box number 8, and within box number 8 you're going to have all your back stock. So we're just going to open this up and show you what it will look like. And right here you're going to open up and you're going to receive 2 gray totes. Now, we're just using this as an example. This will normally be filled with extra inventory, but this is what your back stock is going to look like. Except there's, of course, going to be extra inventory within these slots, and it's all going to be organized by the different collections as well. So you want to keep this pretty organized throughout the show. If this does become a mess, you know, it can really hinder your time management when you're dealing with members. Also, you kind of want to familiarize yourself with this too. When you have the time at the booth when it's slow, go through it. You know, figure out, you know, where the earrings are for the specific collection, where the pendants and necklaces are, because I can guarantee you're going to get members that are going to come over and they're going to see something here. They're going to want to know if you have it in like maybe a specific color or a specific size, and that way if you familiarize yourself with it, you can jump right in here, figure out exactly where it's at, and get it out there for them. So the other gray tote that we have here is going to be slightly different, and within this gray tote you're going to have a lot of extra inventory items. So as you can see here, we have our 3x3 boxes, we have our boxes for our Roman collection So you won't have to, they're going to be pre-packaged, so you won't have to take them off the bus. All you have to do is just go right in here and find the specific piece. We also have extra fixtures such as risers, bust, and bracelet racks as well. So, you know, over the show, you know, if anything like one of these fixtures gets damaged, we wanted to provide extra inventory for you so that you can replace that damaged fixture out there for you as well. So now we're going to go over box number 4, and if you guys remember earlier, we had opened up this box to get our table covers out here that we place on our tables for the booth. Within box number 4, we have a banner tube that has a banner inside. We have our checkout supply bin, which we will go over here shortly. And as you can see, I just pulled out some packaging material, but we have a lot of packaging material in here. What you want to do with this is just set it to the side, because you know, we use this packaging material so the stuff doesn't shift around when it's being moved from location to location, and so things don't break inside the box. So just set it to the side, and then once we get everything out, we're going to place it back inside here. We also have our black checkout bags. We have a box for our acrylic signs, which are going to go around the booth as well. We have one small box with lamps inside. And then we have another small box with your pillow boxes. We have 2 mirrors. We have extension cords for the lamps. That way you guys don't trip when you set them up with inside the booth. We have our overnight sheets. We have saran wrap. And finally, we have our large pillow boxes. When placing up the banner in front of the booth, we provided 5 clips. And they're fairly small, but they come in a little plastic bag that's in the banner tube. We would like you guys to use these clips and avoid using any other type of adhesive like tape or I guess glue or anything else you can come up with. So, you know, just use these clips here and then just place the banner nice and neat right up here so all the members can see who we are and what we represent. So as you can see now, we have our booth fully set up here. Over here we've already set up our checkout area just so you can get an idea of how it's supposed to look for you guys out there when you set up yourself. Also, we have taken our backstock totes, our 2 gray totes, and we've placed them under here, right underneath your checkout area. We suggest that you guys do that as well because when you're wrapping up orders for members and talking with members and they're looking for something specific, you know, it's right here, you can get right to it, easily accessible. The second thing I would like to point out to you is we have our checkout materials and the extra pillow boxes down here as well. So once again, you know, this is a good area to place them in case you have to get to it really fast. The members coming over, you're kind of talking with them, or you're wrapping up a purchased item as well. So another thing we would like to point out to you is we've also set up our acrylic signs around our booth. These signs are very helpful for you guys. It's also helpful for the members because they can see what that specific area is for. And also on the back of these signs, it has a lot of information for you guys, such as detail of the collection, maybe what the stones are in the collection. So just wanted to point those out for where they're at around the booth. We do have some other signs that will be located in your checkout, like little pink box here. These are for your collectibles. So there's going to be the paperweights, the ornaments, the glass, Murano candy dishes. So, you know, just take these out and just kind of set them around a specific area. And once again, these are just for like the members who are walking around the booth and they're interested in it and they kind of want to know, you know, what's the price for it. And it also has a lot of key information on here too, so such as the Costco number for you and also the price. So let's say they want to get more than one, you want to sell them like a quantity of 3. We also have different numbers for those on here as well for you guys. So just set those around the booth. Another sign we wanted to point out is the last day sign. So let's say your show's going for 10 days, you're coming up to the final weekend. Well, you want to get this sign out of your checkout bin, and remember that it's underneath here, or that's where we like you to place it. And we've done something a little bit different than we did last time. Last time you actually had to put tape on this and set it around the booth. Well, this time we've actually put clips, so that way you can just clip them right on the table cover itself. So it's much easier to use. It doesn't dirty up the table cover for you, and it doesn't dirty up the sign as well. Another sign we like to point out are your date range signs. So typically they're going to look like this. At the end of the show, just throw them away. Of course, it's just going to give the date, the exact time frame of how long we're going to be there for. With these, what I suggest for you guys when you're out in the field is to go up to the front and talk to a supervisor and see if you can get one of those plastic inserts and just stick these signs into the plastic insert and then place them around the booth, the corners of the booth or the sides of the booth. So that way when members are walking around, they can see it from all different angles. So once again, our booth is all set up. We have everything all organized and set up. So now we have all of our boxes that, they're empty, all the packaging materials inside them. We want to take those boxes and we want to store them underneath our tables within inside our booth. Now, for example, I just pulled out 3 of them just to kind of give you a visual idea of where to place them. But when you are actually in the booth, we want these things to go underneath here. And this is really important for you guys. Please do not hand the boxes over to the Costco management or shipping or anybody affiliated with Costco, because these boxes will just get thrown away. I know that they might suggest for you guys that they'll take care of them, but we highly recommend do not do that. If they do get tossed away, then we either A, have to ship more boxes out to you guys, or B, you'll have to construct them right then and there. And we wouldn't want that to happen for you guys or for us. So now the booth is set up, we have everything organized, the boxes are underneath our tables. Remember those reports that we asked you guys, or the manager has sent you over before the show? Well, we want to take those reports and we want to slide them on the clipboard here, except one report. And that report would be the setup and teardown report, and we would like you guys to fill out this top section, because this section is going to be faxed over to us, and that's something we would like you guys to do, to fax over this top section over to us. Also, if you have a camera, or if you have like a phone that has a camera on it, please take a photo or photos of the completed booth, and those are going to be sent over to us. And we just use those to see that the booth was set up properly, to see if there's anything damaged or missing, and we kind of give you guys feedback too as the show goes on. So now I'm going to actually show you how to just put the overnight sheet and take down the items that are on the top area and then set them in the front, or you can set them in the back. So, at the end of the first day, when you are finished setting up, you've done the report, you sent it, you can either have one rep do this while the other person is faxing over the report, or both of you can do this. So just take everything that's in the top layer here, you want to take either and place it back here, or you want to place it in the front right if there's room right there. Also, this is really important, you also want to take these signs and set them down, and also you want to take these earring racks, or if it's the pendant board, which is behind me, and set that down as well. And the reason for that is we will have a lot of people who are working in the warehouse after you leave, like floor cleaners, maybe the AC is coming down, it's right over your booth, and our overnight sheets will be over, and that blows everything off. It pulls the sheet off, and it takes everything with it. And when that happens, we get a lot of broken pieces, and that's not really something we want. So, just a reminder, just take everything off here, take the acrylic signs, take the earrings, the pendant boards, and set them either in the front or set them behind the booth. So, I'm going to grab one of our overnight sheets, which is, remember, it's underneath our checkout area. Easier to grab this way. That is not it. So you're just going to want to open it up like so. And then you just want to fold it over loosely over there. Just make sure the front, everything's covered as well, because, you know, unfortunately there is that fear of things getting stolen, and we want to reduce that or diminish that from happening. So we don't want any items like collectibles, especially collectibles or bracelets, hanging out the side, so people who are coming, you know, before the show opens up or the doors open up or after, come over and grab it real fast. So we want to eliminate that, or at least reduce it. So just make sure that it's kind of loosely placed over, everything's covered. We provided enough overnight sheets for you to fill up the whole entire booth. Anytime that you guys do not, let's say there's a tear, or you don't receive enough, please let your manager know immediately so we can get replacement out for you, because we definitely want everything covered up by the end of the night.